All right, good evening. I'll use my virtual gavel. We'll call the meeting, the special meeting of the Cromwell Board of Education to order at 6:01 p.m. Selena, do you want to do roll call, please?
Sure. Mrs. Cantwell is absent. Mr. Flanders?
John is on the line.
Yep. Mrs. Lamberson? Here. Mr. Matrullo is here.
Here.
Mr. Menendez?
Here.
Mrs. Murley? Here. Mrs. Post? Absent. Mrs. Russ? Here. And we have Dr. Macri. Do we have all the administrators? Do I need to go down the line?
They'll be here for the board meeting.
Okay.
We have one person coming in. Good.
Oh,
Deputy's
okay.
here.
So she's here. So roll call is complete.
Okay. All right. Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Jen. Is there a second? Second by Lindsay. Comments or questions? Hearing none. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? The motion carries unanimously. Okay, on to item 4A, new business, interview of candidate for special education supervisor, to be proposed to be held in executive session. So we are interviewing a candidate for the special ed supervisor position. Before we go into executive session, I'll just have Dr. Macri do a brief overview of the description of the position itself, and maybe you could give a 1-minute intro on the interview process, how it was posted, etc. So.
Good evening, everyone. Very quickly, we, for a district our size, you usually would see a special ed director and a special education supervisor underneath the director. Sari's been doing a wonderful job. However, we all know that all of our students have been severely impacted. But unlike our students with special needs, our students with special needs have been tremendously impacted by COVID and the loss of school and everything else that has been happening. So we also are in the process of starting an ABA program at preschool, which is 50% students with special needs and then 50% typical peers. And we really need to truly look at the ELDs, which are the early learning developmental standards, that we need to make sure that are being linked to pre-K. It's not from a lack of trying, and our teachers are doing a good job, but we really need more specific professional development. We also have 2 more social workers coming on board, and we need to make sure that we're using them wisely across the board. And we also, as you all know, we are beginning the Central Connecticut Transition Academy with Berlin. So with all of this new wonderful stuff, it does need oversight. So if you implement something, you want to make sure that there's an accountability process. And with an accountability process, you need someone to actually have that accountability. So we posted with grant funding, a 2-year position. Of course, the hope is to be able to afford it in the future. But as of now, it's grant funded. And the position, the way it works with the union, the administrators union, is it gets posted to within their own bargaining unit for at least 7 days. And then anyone from within their bargaining unit can apply first. And then if no one applies, or that whoever it is that does apply isn't the successful candidate, we can go out to the public. So when we go out to the public, that means we go out to the public. That means everyone who teaches in Cromwell, who's certified for the position, Connecticut, who in the state of Connecticut, in the nation, whoever has the certification and the qualifications can apply. In this situation, we had 3 applicants who were qualified, and I'm just second guessing myself because I believe 1 never submitted, so I believe it was 3. And we have, the committee is bringing forward their final candidate to you this evening for an interview.
Great, thank you. So with that intro, I will entertain a motion to go into executive session for purpose of interviewing the candidate for special education supervisor. Is there a motion? Motion by Lindsay. Is there a second? Second by Lou. Any comments or questions? Hearing none. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? The motion carries unanimously. Oh. John, is that a vote no?
Not unanimous.
Okay, so you're
That's
voting
a
no.
Very definite no.
Okay, so then the motion carries 8-1. Right? 1, 2, yeah. Okay. So we are in executive session as of 6:06 p.m.